Yo, what's up? It's Yunny Goldz. I'm a producer. I produce all the beats on this channel. I'm gonna do another one right in front of you, a tutorial today. It's gonna be an indie rock, kind of alternative rock beat, I think, with some real-ish sounding drums. So I'm excited for it. Let's get into it right here, right now. Let's go. Okay, cool. We're in Ableton right now, and I got my project set up. I have some guitar tracks that I've recorded, and like I usually do, I've got them kind of looped out into these different sections. They already have some effects on them. I can glance and show you at what these effects are just so you get a taste. They're printed out right now. So I printed them so the channels aren't taking up a lot of CPU. But the effects on them are something you can imagine from me. EQs to get rid of low end and high end, a guitar rig preset, and then this kind of stuff, I want it kind of spacey, kind of ambient, so it has a reverb and a little bit of a ping pong delay on it. And you'll hear what that sounds like on this guitar. So I'll play that. It goes a little bit like this. And then I got this kind of complementing line that I'm going to do left pan, left and right like this. So it's kind of groovy. I kind of want it like a bedroom poppy, indie rock kind of stuff like that. Other melodies will come in later that I recorded like this. Really nice stuff. And then this is kind of like a middle, like rhythm sound. That's a lot of stuff, but they'll all come in at the right time. So I'm just gonna get started on this. I'm really excited. I'm gonna do like this pickup kind of intro. Now I'm gonna use a drum kit that I have, my Yunny Goldz Rock Drumkit, to start it off. I'm excited for that. It's got snares, claps, kicks, a little bit of a rock texture that kind of is the theme for the drum kit. Oh, pause. I'm wearing Yunny Goldz merch. Yunny Goldz merch on the t-shirt. Isn't that crazy? You gotta admit, that's kind of crazy. Yo, you gotta check that out. Yeah, it's gonna be this snare. And I'm gonna make like a little kick snare step to kind of intro it. That's kind of cool. It's like kind of like this. It's just a nice way to transition it. And then I'm going to give it the snare pattern that I'm thinking in my head, like this. You know what I'm talking about, that good old rock snare kind of upbeat beat. And then let me make sure my kicks are going like this. I put two kicks on top of each other. Very careful doing that. You got to make sure one's quiet and the textures that they allow to be together are complementing and not overpowering. But I've done that once or twice before and it hasn't tripped me up yet. So give it a try. Experiment with multiple textured kicks. This is the hook. I can kind of hear it just starting like. So the hook, I'm going to give it most of the drums, or most of just the groove. I really want them to feel a groove here. So I'm going to my rock kit. I'm going to pull out some hi-hats right now. So this snare is going at a nice rhythm right here. It's just kind of giving that bounce, like, but I really want one that's a little more. I want to turn it down because I just don't want it too powering, but I just want it giving rhythm, you know? And now I'm going to get, I'm going to have a little more fun with it, like, as in, I want to bring a ride cymbal in on the, these are just sample pack. This is just every sample I have. Might as well just put some, I just want to ride this going like ting, 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 just to add some splash of real drum sound. I mean, the texture of real drums is just unbeatable. And if this is like a real rock beat, that's what we'll try to do. I'm messing with the volumes of them a teeny bit because there's got to be a human feel to the ride. It can't just hit the same loudness every time, that's gonna get fake real fast. So, but you don't have to go crazy with it. You can kind of hear, like, if one's a little different, it automatically makes it way more human than you'd expect. You know, I just had a change of pace. I think I'm gonna make it drop into a verse. And the verse is gonna build up with some bass. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in, and I'm not gonna use an 808 this time. I'm gonna go to my purity and put a real bass sound in there, which is something I tend to do. If I'm looking for real bass, I go to purity, put a British clean on it anyway, Camel Crusher on that, just because it's gonna boost my bass. Now, obviously what I'm doing is just making my my bass notes hit with my kick rhythms, just because that seems like where the guy would go, like boom. It's kind of like he's a real bass player, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to do some pickup notes at the end to give it some like movement. I'm going to go up to the B. So I'm going to give it another section of like verses and like a half verse. I mean, like another section of that same all the way to the chorus again. So we already have 2 choruses and 2 verses. But I'm not just finished yet. There's going to be some sauce that needs to be acquired. And by sauce, I mean fills. I'm going to put a little bit of a fill here where I can get stuff going. And this is like a, I don't know if any drummer would actually play this, but I typed it in real fast. Maybe a little bit of distortion on it, maybe a little bit of crunch. It's kind of like a 60s kind of texture to it. And with that, I'm going to do a little bit of just filtering up to make it like, another thing I like to do, I don't know if I'm just talking about what I like to do or actually, I'm just going to actually do it and you'll see. Yeah, I'm going to make the wet of a reverb go up and then down, you know. That's fun. And I'm going to just do extra stuff because I hear like transition parts where I want to go. Well, I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the guitar playing. I did it all myself, and I got guitar loop kits. They're going to be in the description with lots of loops, and I've got kits from the last couple months and a kit with 42 loops in it that you might like. Just give you a lot of options, a lot of variety. And also this drum kit that I use, the kicks, the snares, the hi-hats from, is in the description too. It's my Yunny Goldz Rock Drumkit. But yeah, so if you like what you hear, you know where to find it, you know? So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep it up.